November 2017. This was off of Donald Trump's own Twitter account. Amazing. Where were they? Where were they? Well, let's go to the Q post. Also, 111 days before Monday was this. Did we decide it was North Korea? Well, at the time we did decide it was North Korea. If you remember, 111 days before Monday, Monday was yesterday. 111 days before yesterday was November 14th, 2017. Now, at the time we surmised, and don't take this as fact, this is what we were kind of guessing at the time. This was the sort of the narrative in November, was that we assumed this picture was probably Air Force One or some private plane hosting the president. Because at the time he was showing a lot of brass balls, kind of doing a lot of stuff, and Q was kind of also showing that he was connected to the president. This was sort of the narrative at the time, if you remember. Now, North Korea was also heavily in the news, and we were trying to guess if we really thought they were nuclear capable or not. This picture, to me at least, suggested that they were not. And as you can see out the window, they're clearly flying over someplace and no one's bothering them. I think that was sort of the idea. And I think Donald Trump was sort of showing the world that. So it can mean one of two things to me. Number one is that, quite simply, North Korea is not nuclear capable, and this is all a lark, and they can't shoot us down. And they're a destitute country. This is not a wealthy country. This is a country where the poverty it's absolutely sickening, and somebody should really rescue these people if that's really what's going on over there, and that's what we assume. So now, number two, if North Korea is armed nuclearly, how did they get that? Did they get it from the Obama administration? Did they get it from long before then? How is the CIA involved? How is Elon Musk involved? There's a lot of questions there to be answered, and probably above my pay grade. But there you go. Did we decide it was North Korea? Now, let me take you down to the absolute bottom of this part. Do you think the Asia Live op was for nothing? Now, the live op was, from what we knew, in Shanghai. If you remember, that was an arrest some months ago in Shanghai. Now, I don't have the pictures drawn up for you, but I got something really, really interesting for you. Was that in Shanghai, we remember the King Tower, and there was a window open. We saw that, and we watched the whole live video. We saw the guy talk to the guy in the car, and we saw the car pull around. I think if you're following this, you saw it. If you're not, go check out Shanghai King Tower arrest, and you'll find it. And it's just absolutely riveting, in my opinion. But we saw that the window was left open, and we surmised that after all that, through a little discussion with Q, was that whoever was inside was prepared for a flashbang grenade, and they had left the window open to let the pressure out so that it would not be as devastating. Now, we don't know who it was. We didn't know if it was Huma Abedin at the time. We didn't know who it was. Well, guess what? This is this morning, March 6th, 2018, South China Morning Post. Alleged triad leader Shanghai boy arrested for laundering more than 100 million Hong Kong dollars. This is Kwok, folks. If you've been paying attention, this is Kwok. Police sources say Kwok Wing Hung, thought to have filtered money from illegal bookmaking through bank accounts over for 5 years. I'm not going to read this whole article, but that's Kwok. Now, from what I knew, he was in the States, but I know that China wanted him. And I have a feeling that he was a bit of a pawn for the United States somehow. So whether we made some deals with China in exchange for him, I don't know. Hopefully that will come out more. But great news that this man has been arrested. Absolutely insanely great news. We should all be excited about that. So do you think the Asia Live op posted was for nothing? No, I'm guessing it wasn't. All right, we're moving on to 109. Is the stage set for a drop of Hillary Rodham Clinton space raw vid 5.5. So maybe we need to refer back to the video. Now, those of you who don't know what this 5.5 was, this was a signal given by President Trump himself. This was when the Parkland students were coming, I think it was at the White House, and they were speaking about gun control and da-da-da-da. And President Trump pulled over a piece of paper. He held up 5 fingers, and he was pointing to this message, and the message that we gathered was, I hear you. Scroll down on this page, the QAnon map, Scroll down, you'll find it for yourself. All right, EX-RVID5774. I don't know what that is. It looks like a video number, so RVID, probably a video. Maybe a video of Hillary doing something, because we have it all. Is a stage set for a drop of Hillary Rodham Clinton. Oh, this is going to be so interesting. Reread regarding stage. Now, I don't know what this is. I'm sorry, but it's probably below. The nail in many coffins, liberal undo. Wow, impossible to defend, toxic to those connected. We must work together. We are only as strong as your voice. You must organize and be heard. This is why they keep you divided and in the dark, weak. We are here to unite and provide truth, dark to light. Evil surrounds us. We are fighting for you. Where we go one, we go all. The choice to know would be yours. End. Q. Well, we know Q is military. We know their army. They're fighting. This is war, folks, and it sounds like it's going down. March is going to be a crazy month. Now, here's some really interesting stuff. This is as of 1:30. Now, this is in reference. We're going to bounce back and forth here to, yeah, right there. Let me pull it over here. All right, cool. So this is an Anon poster, and Q is responding to this Anon number 563781, who says, why is steel so important? Let's look where steel was produced in our country. These cities are blue strongholds still, and many are located around areas of poor minorities since mills closed and wealth left the area. If Trump brings these people back to work, he can effectively eliminate blue-collar/poor black Democrat areas. American steel. Well, folks, we need, the black vote has long gone to the Democrats. We all know that, and if we can get them, back to work the way they deserve to be, and these cities like Detroit and Pittsburgh, and I'm not familiar with all the steel producing cities, but this is massively important. And so Q is saying 1 of 5. I don't really know what he means by that, but he's responding to this post, so it's clearly something interesting. We're going to stay on this page. He's now responding to this user who says steel is important to Defense Department for weapons, planes, ships, tanks, satellites, etc., and for gross national product output such as automobile plants, and steel is important for infrastructure rebuilding. To which Q replies 2 of 5. 2 of 5. He mentioned 5 things, so 2 is planes. Steel is important for planes. All right, let's hop over here. What if steel used for military-grade projects was made inferior by our enemies as a method to weaken? Well, how about that, ladies and gentlemen? Let's say it again. Let me highlight just that. What if the steel used for military-grade projects was made inferior by our enemies as a method to weaken? Do you mean the steel may be made in Stalingrad, called the Red October Steel Plant? Interesting indeed. There's more to come on that, but let's just leave it at that for today. What if Hussein knew and authorized? To my new viewers who are not yet following the QAnon posts, there's a lot of code names here. Hussein is Barack Obama. Barack Hussein Obama. Well, clearly this question is suggesting that he knew. Renegade. So is Renegade Obama? Those who know, some of these people really know the code names really well. I think Renegade Obama. I thought it was Steve Bannon, but it might be Obama. Anyway, here's another interesting thing. How many Marines volunteered to serve Hussein during his term? You're going to love this. The answer, ladies and gentlemen, is 0. 0 Marines volunteered. 13,506 Marines applied for White House detail last week. None applied over the last 8 years. They had to be assigned. That's enough said. Why? I think we all know. What if his name we don't say organized the deal? Again, for the new viewers, the man whose name we don't say is John McCain. Clearly set this deal up, huh, with the Russians. I wonder how. Maybe they did it way back in the 70s, around 1975, during the Gulf of Tonkin. The U.S. taxpayer subsidizes the world. America has been sold to the highest bidder. America has been weakened on purpose. The depths of their treason is unmanageable. Pure evil. Hell on earth. Hillary Rodham Clinton victory. Q. Powerful stuff, boys and girls. Really. And I got one more post for you, and I'm going to let you go. I'm sorry about the long video. Thanks so much for sticking it out with me. 11/11/18. That's November 11th, 18th. This year, a parade that will never be forgotten. Ask yourself why. God bless our brave men and women in uniform. We will never forget. Well, I'm going to assume that this parade is going to be a parade that's going to be a world stage. I think the world's going to be watching this parade. I don't think this is going to be just a U.S. patriotic parade, but I think there's going to be a lot of patriotism by then. I think there's going to be a lot of things exposed by then. We're in for another big 6 months. Incidentally, November 11th is Armistice Day, commemorated every year on 11th of November to mark the armistice signed between the Allies of World War I and Germany at Compiègne, France. You guys can read the rest of it. Enough said. It's going to be a world stage, and I think this is going to bring a lot of, hopefully, peace in the world. One can only hope. That's all for the Q post, guys. Listen, if you like this, please click like and subscribe. It really helps me out. Please share the information anyway. People need to hear this. For those of my viewers, my subscribers, or just casual viewers, if you have suggestions, if you have comments, if you have some things that you think you figured out or some things that you think I've done wrong, feel free to post down below. Please keep it constructive. We're all trying to be on the same team here. We're all trying to include a lot of new people into this message, and we need to be real positive moving on out. We got to play as a team, so I would really appreciate that. Also, if you have suggestions on how you would like me to format these videos so I can make them easier, let me know. I want to be able to help. So thanks again, guys. This was a long one, lots to search on. All the links are below as usual. Thanks again. Stay free. I'm Patrick, back in pursuit of truth. Till next time.